Hello everyone, I am Deep Patel from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. As you all know, we were discussing about the chapter number 5, that is the heat engine. Okay, and in the heat engine we have discussed about the total 4 cycle. In the first cycle, that is the Carnot cycle, we have discussed the assumptions, limitation and the efficiency of Carnot cycle. Then we have discussed about the Rankine cycle, and in the second lecture we have discussed about the Otto cycle and the diesel cycle. The equation of efficiency of the Otto cycle was 1 minus 1 upon R raised to gamma minus 1, and the equation of efficiency of the diesel cycle was 1 minus 1 upon R raised to gamma minus 1 into rho raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma into rho minus 1. In this, the rho is the cutoff ratio and the R is the compression ratio. So in the last lecture we have discussed about Otto cycle and the diesel cycle. So in today's lecture we are going to calculate some numerical problems of the Otto cycle and the diesel cycle. Okay, so let us start the numericals. So example number 1. In the example number 1, they said in Otto cycle the compression ratio is 8. So they have given the value of small r, that is the compression ratio, as 8. Okay. The temperature at the beginning of the compression and at the end of the heat supplied are 310 Kelvin and 1600 Kelvin. Okay, so two temperature is given. Then they said assume gamma is equals to 1.4. So the value of gamma is given and CV equals to 0.717 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So these values are given. Now what we need to find? We have to find first heat supplied and second the efficiency of the cycle. Okay, so from this example we can write that the given data is here compression ratio small r is equals to 8. Okay, so we can directly calculate the efficiency as 1 minus 1 upon r raised to gamma minus 1. So the value of small r is already given, that is 8, and value of gamma is given 1.4. So we can directly calculate the efficiency. Second, we have to find the heat supplied. So first of all you have to remember the diagram of the Otto cycle. Okay, in the Otto cycle 1 to 2 process was the adiabatic compression process, then 2 to 3 is the heat addition process, and during the heat addition the volume was remains constant. So we can say that in the Otto cycle during the process 2 to 3 constant volume heat addition is occurs. So here if we want to find heat supply, then we can put the equation as mCV T2 minus T1. Here the process was 2 to 3, so we can write mCV T3 minus T2. Okay, so let us start the calculations. Here T1 is already given and T3 is already given. So if we find the value of T2, then we can find directly the value of heat supplied. Okay, so let us start. First of all, we are going to calculate T2. So we know the 1 to 2 process in the Otto cycle was adiabatic compression process, and during the derivation of efficiency we derive this equation as T2 is equals to T1 into R raised to gamma minus 1. The value of small r is already given, that is the 8, and value of T1 is given, so we can write T2 is equals to 712.2 Kelvin. Okay, so we got the value of T2. Now we are going to calculate the heat supply. So we can write heat supplied is equals to mCV delta T. Okay, and delta T, that is the final temperature upon the initial temperature. So the final temperature of the process was T3 and the initial temperature of the heat supplied process is T2. So we can write the mCV T3 minus T2. Now T3 is already given and T2 we have find, so we can put all the value, then we can get 0.717 into 1600, that is the value of T3, and the value of T2 is 712.2. So we can get heat supplied is equals to 636.6 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay, so this is the value of heat supplied. Now Second, we need to find the efficiency of the cycle. So we can write efficiency of the Otto cycle is equals to 1 minus 1 upon r raised to gamma minus 1. Okay, and the value of r is already given and gamma is equals to 1.4. So if we put all the value, then we can get efficiency is equals to 0.5647. Okay, and if we write it into the percentage, then we can write the efficiency of the Otto cycle. So for this particular example is 56.47 percentage. Okay, so this is our final value. So in the example we need to find heat supplied efficiency. So the heat supplied is equals to 636.6 kilojoule per kg and the efficiency is equals to 56.47 percentage. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about our second example. In the second example, what they have given, determine the compression ratio. So we need to determine small r, compression ratio. So cycle efficiency means we have to find eta and the ratio of maximum to minimum pressure. Okay, maximum to minimum pressure means the maximum pressure of cycle, that is the P3, and the minimum pressure of the cycle, that is the P1. So we need to find the ratio of maximum to minimum. So we have to find the ratio of P3 by P1 in the air standard Otto cycle from the following data. So what are the data they have given? Minimum temperature of the cycle is 20 degrees Celsius. The minimum temperature is occurs at the beginning, that is the T1. So the T1 temperature is given in degrees Celsius, that is the 20 degrees Celsius. Now the maximum temperature is 1500 degrees Celsius. Maximum temperature of the cycle is occurs after the heat supply, that is the value of T3. So we can write maximum temperature as 1500, that is equals to T3. Okay. Next, heat supplied per kg of air, that is equals to 900 kilojoule. Okay, in the previous example already we have already discussed about the heat supplied. Heat supplied is occurs in the 2 to 3 process. So here they have given the value of heat supply is equals to 900 kilogram. Okay. Next, assume gamma is equals to 1.4 and the CV equals to 0.718. This data they have given. Okay, so let us start the calculation. So the QS is equals to 900 kilojoule, T1 is equals to 20 degree, T3 that is equals to 1500 degrees Celsius, gamma is equals to 1.4 and CV is equals to 0.718 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay. So let us start the calculations. So here we know the value of heat supplied equals to 900 kilojoule per kg. So here we can put mCV T3 minus T2 because here heat is supplied in the process 2 to 3. So if we put all the value, 900 is equals to 0.717, that is the value of CV, m is equals to 1. T3 is 1773 Kelvin, okay, minus T2. So from this we can find the value of T2, okay, and if so the T2 is equals to 519.52 Kelvin. Now we can put the value of T2 in the above equation, that is T2 by T1 is equals to R raised to gamma minus 1. Then we can find the value of R is equals to 7. So our first step was to find the value of compression ratio, that is equals to 7. Okay. Now second, what we need to find, ratio of maximum to minimum pressure. Okay, so here maximum pressure is P3 and minimum pressure is P1. So we can get the ratio of P3 by P1. So we can write P3 by P1 is equals to P3 by P2 into P2 by P1. Okay, so here P2 can cancel, but we know the P3 by P2 process 2 to 3 is constant volume process. So for the constant volume process we can write the PVT relation as P3 by P2 is equals to T3 by T2. So we can write here T3 by T2 into P2 by P1, that is equals to compression ratio R raised to gamma. So we can finally write as T3 1773 upon 519.52 into small r, it is equals to 7 raised to 1.4, that is the value of gamma. So finally we can get P3 by P1 as 51.98. Okay, so this is the value of maximum to minimum pressure ratio. Okay. 51.98. Okay, so this is our final answer. Now the value of efficiency. Efficiency can be write as 1 minus 1 upon r raised to gamma minus 1, and the value of r we have already find, that is the 7. So we can put the value 1 minus 1 upon 7 raised to 1.4 minus 1. Okay, so we can get the value of efficiency as 54.08 percentage. Okay, so this is the value of efficiency. So we have, so in this example we have find the value of compression ratio, that is equals to 7, the value of maximum to minimum pressure ratio, and the value of efficiency. Okay, now let us move on the example number 3. In the example number 3, what they have given, in the air standard diesel cycle, the compression ratio is 16. Okay, so this is the example of the diesel cycle. They have given the compression ratio as 16. So small r is equals to 16. Next, the pressure and temperature at the beginning of the compression stroke, means the value of P1 and T1 is given. The pressure and temperature at the beginning of the compression stroke, it is equals to 1 bar and 20 degree Celsius. The maximum temperature is 1431 degree Celsius. Okay, so the maximum temperature is occurs after heat supplied, and that is equals to T3. So the value of T3 is given, that is 1431 degree Celsius. Now what we need to determine? We have to determine the efficiency of the cycle and the mean effective pressure. So let us start the calculation. So the data that they have given, small r equals to 16, T1 20 degree Celsius, T3 equals to 1431 degree Celsius, P1 is equals to 1 bar. Okay, so here we can find first of all value of T2. Okay, so we know that T2 by T1 is equals to r raised to gamma minus 1. Okay, and the value of small r, that is 16, is already given. So we can find here T2 is equals to 888.2 Kelvin. Okay, now second we need to find for the efficiency, that is the cutoff ratio. Cutoff ratio, we know what is the value of cutoff ratio. Cutoff ratio is equals to T3 by T2. So we can write here T3 by T2, and we can get the value of cutoff ratio as 1.9185. Okay, now we know the formula of efficiency of the diesel cycle, that is eta is equals to 1 minus 1 upon r raised to gamma minus 1 into rho raised to gamma minus 1 upon gamma into rho minus 1. So if we put all the value, then we can get efficiency of diesel cycle is equals to 0.618, that is equals to 61.8 percentage. Okay, now we have to find the mean effective pressure. Okay, so we mean effective pressure means it is equals to work done divided by the swept volume. Okay, so first of all we have to find the work done. So now we know the formula of efficiency. Efficiency is equals to work done divided by the heat supplied. So we have to find the work done, then we can do efficiency into the heat supplied. Okay, so let us start. Work done is equals to efficiency into heat supplied. Efficiency that we have already find, that is the 0.618. Okay, multiply by mCp delta T, that is the value of heat supply. So we can write 1.005, that is the value of Cp, in the bracket 1704, that is T3, minus 888.2, that is the T2. So we can write here work done equals to 506.685 kilojoule per kilogram. Okay, now we know the characteristics gas equation, that is PV equals to MRT. So we can write P1 V1 equals to MRT1. So from this formula we can find the value of V1, that is the MRT1 upon the P1. So if we put all the value, then we can get V1 is equals to 0.8409 meter cube per kilogram. Okay, now second we have to find the value of V2. So we know the value of compression ratio small r is equals to V1 by V2. So we can get the value of V2 is equals to V1 upon r, and we can get V2 is equals to 0.05256 meter cube per kilogram, that is the value of V2. So ultimately we can find the mean effective pressure as work done upon the swept volume. Swept volume, that is the V1 minus V2, and work done we have already find. So we have the value of V1, we have value of V2, and we have value of W. So ultimately we can find the value of mean effective pressure. Okay, so the value of mean effective pressure will come 642.7 kilo Pascal. So this is the value of mean effective pressure. So in this example we have calculate mean effective pressure and the efficiency of the diesel cycle. Okay. So in this lecture we have calculated the numericals of the Otto cycle and the numericals of the diesel cycle. Okay. So thank you for watching my video.